Hi children, now we are going to discussing chapter 2, the natural realms of the earth. In this chapter we will describe about realms of the earth, moving of the earth plates, volcanoes, work of water, work of waves, work of glaciers, work of wind. The earth is the most suitable planet to support life. It has four major compounds that we call as the natural realms of the earth. Realms are areas which have common features. They are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, biosphere. These are interconnected and interact with human beings. Lithosphere, it is the solid crust or the hard top part of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered with thick layer of the soil. In Greek word, litho means stone or rock and sphere means a ball. Lithosphere consists high mountains, plateaus, highlands, lowlands, deep plains, deep valleys, and very deep basins which are filled with water. Human beings, other living beings lives on this realm. Hydrosphere. The realms of water is called hydrosphere. It comes from the Greek word hodor, means water. Simply we can say all water bodies on the surface known as hydrosphere. It consists of rivers, lakes, seas, oceans and groundwater. Atmosphere, the thin layer of the air that surrounding the earth is known as atmosphere. This word came from the Greek language. In Greek meaning atmos means vapor. It consists of number of gases including oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor and other dust particles. Biosphere, that means living part of the earth. This word from the Greek word bios means life. The realms of life including bacteria which live in atmosphere or deep in oceans. Now we are going to discussing about the jigsaw puzzle and the moving of plates. In the previous chapter we saw many continents look like pieces of jigsaw puzzle. In the beginning probably all the continents were held together as a single continent, Pangaea. Gradually drifted and came to their present place. After the couple of years study by the geologists have concluded that all the continents and even the oceans actually situated on the massive base rock called plates. The plates moving upwards and downwards due to this oceans and mountains formed. Look at the picture, formation of rift valleys and ocean formation. Till today plates move very slowly that we can't feel the movements. The Indian plate, that means Deccan Plateau, maybe goes under the Himalayas. Just imagine one day in every distant future our standing land also will go under the Himalayas. Most of the plate boundaries are also characterized by the volcanic eruption and earthquakes. Now we are going to discussing about slow movements and sudden movement of the earth. Here we saw two kinds of changes in the lithosphere. First one, slow movements of continents and plates leads to the formation of crust and mountains. See the video how the mountains formation. The sudden movement of the plates leads to the earthquakes and eruption of volcanoes. The sudden movement can be destructive and causes a damage of buildings and houses. Now we are going to discussing about the volcanoes. Volcanoes are placed on the earth surface. Molten material coming from the mantle and erupt on the earth surface. This molten material also accompanied by the steam, smoke, as before coming this material is called magma. After enter on the earth surface is called lava and became a rock. These are called intrusive landforms. Some part of the lava may not reach the surface and may cool under the surface. Look at the picture. It is the Stromboli volcanoes, most active volcano in the world. It is also called lighthouse of the Mediterranean Sea. Igneous rocks. Look at the table here given some important volcanoes in the world. Stromboli, which is located in Sicily, nearby Italy. Mount Pelee, West Indies, and Mount Vesuvius, located in Italy. Fujiyama in Japan. Cotopaxi in Ecuador. Mayan, Philippines. Material cool at the earth temperature and form a hard rocks called Barren Narcodum, located in Andaman Nicobar Islands in India. Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. The maximum number of volcanoes and earthquakes activities occur around the Pacific Ring, the edge of the Pacific Ocean basin. About 3/4 of all active volcanoes in the world lies within the Pacific Rim. That's why this area named as the Pacific Ring of Fire. So far we discussed internal process of the earth, mainly how our rock and mountains rise up and formation of the oceans and mountains and volcanoes. Now we are going to discussing external forces of the earth, like water and air working. How is air and water transform in the earth surface? Air and water transform the surface of the earth, taking place with the help of weathering, erosion, transportation and deposition. Now we are going to discussing about weathering. Weathering, the generally disconnected of rocks by the atmosphere force, mainly heat and cold and water and moisture. When the heat, rock will be expanded. With the chemical reaction, rocks will be broken. This process is known as weathering. Erosion, flowing of water and wind have great powers and can slowly wear and cut away the rocks and soil by the water and wind. These materials moving with the help of wind and water. This process is known as erosion. Now transportation. The eroded material in the form of small rocks, gravel, wind, fine soil carried by winds and water, known as transportation. Now deposition. When the rivers and winds slow down, they do not have the force to carry the material and dump it somewhere. This is known as deposition. Now work of water. The work of river begins from the high mountains. Due to great force cut the mountains vertically. As a result, a deep valley developed, mainly V-shaped valley formed. Why? Because this valley at the bottom narrow and wide at the top. So this type of valley are called V-shaped valley. These valleys only formed by the rivers only. Some cases where the rocks are very hard, the river cuts a very narrow valley. The sides are so steep. This type of valley known as gorges. Example, Bison Gorge in Andhra Pradesh on the river Godavari. One more example, Indus Gorges in Jammu and Kashmir. Another important structure by the river, that is canyon. The Grand Canyon is the biggest canyon in the world, which is located in America. Length 466 km, depth 1.6 kilometers, width 188 meters to the 29 kilometers. If you want to see this canyon, you must see from the helicopter only. It is on the river Colorado. The river constantly changing its course in a plain and create new path. In its floodplain, they form a meanders. it's look like a snake. Sometimes cut the meanders and form a oxbow lakes. Formation of the floodplain, a layer of the sediments deposited during the flood and gradually building up a fertile floodplain. Example Indo-Gangetic plain and Krishna and Godavari plains. Next, how is delta formed? Before reaching and joining the seas or oceans, the river forming deltas with the fertile material and deposit there. Delta in the shape of triangle. The word delta came from the Greek alphabet, that is delta, that means in triangle shape. Sundarban is the largest delta in the world. It is formed at the mouth of river Ganga and Brahmaputra. There are two deltas in Andhra Pradesh also, Krishna delta, Godavari delta. Krishna delta formed by the Krishna river, Godavari delta formed by the river Godavari. Do you know what is the highest waterfall in the world? That is Angels waterfall. The height is 979 meters. It is on the Churun river located in Venezuela. The second highest waterfall is Tugela. The height 947 meters. It is on the river of Tugela in South Africa. The highest waterfall in India, that is called Jog, also called Jorsappa. The height is 253 meters. It is on the river Sharavati in Karnataka. Of glaciers. Some snow-capped Himalayas or Alps mountains, snow has accumulated. They get snowfall instead of rainfall. Glaciers generally we can see in the snow mountains. Glaciers means slow moving of mass of ice or river of ice. It flows slowly down till it reach warm areas when the ice melt and they form a small rivers. Example, Ganga is formed from Gangotri glaciers. Glaciers create a U-shaped valleys. Small particles and pebbles cannot be carried by the glaciers and it deposited at various parts of glaciers. These deposits called moraines. Now, work of waves. The erosion and depositions by the sea waves give rise to coastal landforms. As sea waves continuously strike at the rocks develops and it creates cave shaped rocks. These are called sheaks. Work of wind. Wind is the horizontal moving air on the earth's surface. Wind is a dominated agent in the hot deserts. About 1/5 of the world's land is made up of deserts. Mushroom rocks, inselbergs and sand dunes work of winds. Mushroom rocks look like a mushroom, so it is called mushroom rocks. Inselbergs is the isolated residual hills rising from the ground level. Next is sand dunes. Due to the weathering and persistent wind action, there is a large accumulation of fine sand in many deserts. This form as sand dunes. We can see various types of sand dunes in Sahara Desert. Action of vegetation and human beings in weathering. Trees, plants and grass, they contributed to the weather of rocks by driving roots into the. They also enable water and moisture to enter into the rocks, which further enable weathering into the fine cracks or holes in the rock. After industrial revolution, human beings play a major role in transforming the crust on which we live. In the next class, we will discuss about history.